Hey guys, we're back for another weekly options update where I share all the trades I've done for the previous 5 days, basically the previous week in the market. And we go over all the trades, how much premium cooking I have out there, what the status is, returns, net lick, all that good stuff. So if you're new here, go down below in the link tree section is ways to connect and all that good stuff, and also the Amazon link. Those of you that have been using it, I do appreciate that. That has actually helped out quite a bit. So if you would, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to get going because it was a pretty busy week, and technically I lost money on options, but also technically we made money. So I'll have to explain as we go through. And first up, we're going to do the closes. And here is one that I'm talking about. Covered call on Ford. Closed out 3 contracts at $1.87 a piece. We lost $514.89 on that trade, on that covered call in 3 weeks. Okay. Next up, ABR. I think I opened this last week. Closed these out for 10 cents, had 2 contracts at a 15 strike, profited $60 there in 6 days. Another one, SPLG. This is the S&P 500 ETF. Had a 47 strike, closed it out for $1.65, so lost $102.60 on that trade. Carnival Cruise Line had a $9 strike, closed that out for 12 cents, made $38 there. Tyson Foods, here's one that I opened and closed in the same week. Tyson Foods opened a $72.50 strike, expiring September 16th. Got $85 for it. Closed it for 40 cents for a $44 profit in 2 days. Intel had a 35 strike on it, closed that one for 4 cents, profited $55 there in 13 days. Foot Locker was able to get out of Foot Locker for 25 cents, so $29 there in 7 days. Alcoa, here's one that I closed within the same week. We opened a 45 strike, expiring September 2nd. We got $125 for it. Closed it 3 days later for 35 cents. Got $88 in profit there. XRT, another one, opened on the 9th. This is the retail S&P 500 ETF, sector ETF. We did a 60 strike out to September 16th. Collected $112. Was able to close that out for $45, so profited $65 in 2 days there. Bank of America had a 30 put, closed it out for 11 cents, profited $31 there. Carnival Cruise Line had a $7.50 put there, closed it for 12 cents, so made $21 there. TQQQ had a 25 strike there, closed it for 40 cents, profited $69 there. And then Comcast had a 35 strike that we collected $50 for, closed it for 17 cents, profited $31 there. And one last one is one that opened and closed in the same week. Actually, no, it was one day hold here. Six Flags had a big down day. So I went out to September 16th, sold a 17.50 strike. Got $60 for it. The next day we closed it for 20, so we profited $39 there in a day. So those are all the closes. All that adds up to a loss because of those Ford covered calls and SPLG covered calls. But is it really a loss? Technically, yes. But if you look here, I sold out of the stock, so we made $172.70 on the SPLG stock. That's roughly a $70 profit. And then Ford, we made, $130 in profit on the selling of the of the shares. So it's a loss on the calls, but it was a win on the stocks. Now, I could have just held them until expiration, but it actually worked out. If I did the math correctly, it worked out better to just get rid of the stock and the calls at the same time. So we're back to the openings, and this is a little bit of a shorter list because some of these a lot of these are all closed out, like the Tyson one closed out already. The Alcoa was closed out on the same week. XRT was closed out on the same week. I did open a Dutch Bros, and I opened a 30 strike, and I got $110 for it out to September 16th. Scott's Miracle Grow. They missed earnings, I do believe. I went out to September 16th, sold a 65 strike, got $115 for it. There's that Six Flags that we closed already. SNY, this is Sanofi. This one, GlaxoSmithKline, and Pfizer all kind of had a rough couple of days because there's some sort of lawsuit with the Zantac medicine that they use. A lot of these, sometimes I look for those kind of things sometimes because a lot of those are the market overreacts to a lot of those lawsuit type newses because a lot of times those things can get drawn out and a lot of them are bogus, to be quite honest with you. So I checked out SNY, looked at the chart, went out to September 16th and sold a 40 strike, and I got $100 for it. Now we'll just have to wait and see. I could have closed it last week, but decided to leave it on. Altria Group sold a 42.50 put out to September 16th. I already own a couple hundred shares, so just trying to get some more. Got $52 for it. So that's it for the opens and closing. Let's look real quick at Premium Cooking. So here we are, week ending August 12th, closed 14 positions, opened 8. Profit realized is actually technically about $44 or something like that. But technically, again, with the sale of those stocks, Ford and SPLG, I threw that in there with the profit because, you know, that's all profit realized. So $777.48 profit realized for the week. Premium sold $753.68. I think this is wrong by a couple of bucks, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. Not a big deal. Total Premium Cooking all the way down to $1,206.22. I really need to get some Premium Cooking out there, but I kind of don't mind. You know, there's something to be said if you can continue to realize profits about running real light. So. Also, someone had a question about my maintenance margin. It's $19,900. I guess this is kind of, in a sense, misleading in a way because part of this maintenance margin is also my portfolio. I have about $90,000 in ETFs and stocks, and that's included in this maintenance margin. So I'll have to make a video on how that works with Interactive Brokers and how my portfolio is kind of structured there. So if this number were to be just for the options on the maintenance margin, which is because maintenance margin is usually about 10% of the strike price minus the premium received, this would only be probably a few $1,000s. So that's why this is a little high, is because stocks also count against, stocks owned also counts against your maintenance margin. Buying power usage all the way down to 17.27%. Cash balance, because we sold SPLG and Ford, up to $31,443. No deposits. I did withdraw 50% of the premium sold of the week prior. So $561.81 is basically what I'm considering my paycheck for the week. Net liquidation, 120,400. Getting really close. We started the year with 123.1, so real close to being broke even. We did make some deposits though, so it's not all market gains or option gains. Return on maintenance margin 3.47% and return on net lick 0.66. Now we'll finally, let's look at the premium. See, I don't have very much, $1,200. Most of that is out to September 16th, so I definitely need some time and some opportunities to sell some things. And I feel like I'm not being very aggressive, and I think it's this quick run up that we've had. I mean, the markets are up 10-15% in a month. That's easy to make money on the way up, but it's a little to me it's a little scary to sell cash secured puts at this point, at this juncture, but definitely looking for opportunities. So now let's take a look at premium sold by day. I did add a column here, which is pretty interesting because this was last week's, right? I said I was going to withdraw 50% of the total premium that I sold. And I added this per hour chart. So for the first week of August, we made $17.29 per trading hour, which is better than minimum wage here in California. So I don't have a problem with that. So what week 2 here, we did sell $755.66. That's off a couple of dollars from over here. So I must have did some math wrong. But either way, I had a off day on Wednesday. So we didn't make any money on Wednesday, or we didn't sell anything. I did close out some positions before we went out of town. But I didn't sell anything. So my paycheck for this week, $377, or last week I should say, $377.83, average hourly wage of $11.63, which I still think is above the federal minimum wage, if I recall correctly. So don't have a problem with that. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully we get some opportunities to sell some puts. I'm not a big naked call seller, so I definitely am in the KISS, keep it simple, smarty camp, and that's just what I do. So like I was saying about the maintenance margin and stuff, I don't know. I'm considering, let me know if you're with Interactive Brokers, let me know down below, because I thought about doing a live stream in my Interactive Brokers trading platform. But none of that is going to make sense if none of my audience is in Interactive Brokers. So you let me know. Give me a comment down below. We'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.